Lots of news going around about the upcoming merger coming to WWE. So we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out a big return theory going around Bayley, Io Sky, and much more. Let's start things off with an interesting WWE return theory that's making its way around the community. So just a few hours before Summerslam was set to take place, a massive story broke out that Kairi Sane had apparently reached a new agreement with WWE to return to the company. Kairi Sane had a great run in NXT and even on the main roster as well. Kairi and Asuka versus Sasha Banks and Bayley was one of the great feuds that was showcased during the pandemic era. But the pandemic era was also sadly the end of Kairi Sane's WWE career. She wasn't released, fired, or anything of that sort. Her contract was simply up, and she expressed great desire to leave the States and head back home to Japan to spend time with her family, which is something that everyone understands and respects. The WWE schedule is no joke at all, and involves very minimal downtime, especially for superstars that have family overseas. So that's why Kairi left WWE and went back home. And no one knew if we would ever see her again back in WWE after that. But according to these new reports, the Kairi Sane and WWE deal is allegedly done, and she's on her way back to WWE sometime in the near future. Since the story broke hours before SummerSlam, some fans thought that we'd see Kairi Sane immediately return at that show and impact the WWE Women's Championship match. Why did some fans expect to see her return right there in that spot? Well, it kind of made sense and worked out with some of the teasers WWE was giving away. Like on the SmackDown before SummerSlam, Asuka specifically said in that video package that she had a plan for SummerSlam. Now, maybe that's just something generic that every champion says before defending their title. But some fans assume that Asuka did have a major plan that she was going to set off at SummerSlam. So with Asuka saying that she had a plan for SummerSlam and the news of Kairi's deal breaking all within 24 hours of each other, a lot of fans wondered if these two were related. But as it turned out, Kairi wasn't Asuka's big plan for SummerSlam. Only sneaky thing Asuka did at SummerSlam was use her mist. So maybe that was her plan all along. But despite Kairi not showing up in that moment to help save Asuka's title reign, a lot of fans still feel like the seeds are still there for Kairi to make her return within Asuka's story. Kairi Sane's last official feud and appearance was a tag team feud between Asuka and herself versus Sasha Banks and Bayley. It was a brutal backstage attack from Bayley that made Kairi Sane vanish from WWE television for 3 years. So it would be one of those poetic and long-term storytelling moments if Kairi Sane's first appearance back includes saving Asuka from an attack from possibly Bayley and Io Sky. It reunites Asuka and Kairi Sane and instantly gets Kairi involved with some of the biggest superstars and programs on SmackDown. No one knows the exact return date for Kairi Sane, but her return is being rumored for sometime in late 2023. There's finally some big news and updates regarding Endeavor's takeover and the merge between WWE and UFC. As first announced earlier in the year, Endeavor's plan all along was to integrate WWE and UFC into a single entity, valued at $9.3 billion, called TKO Group Holdings. Reports claim that the merger will be made official and will be completed shortly after WWE's Payback premium live event in September. One of the big changes that will take place when the merger is complete is the full removal of Triple H from the WWE Board of Directors. This has been the position Triple H has held for a handful of years now, but he will be out of it possibly by the end of September. Fans did panic and get confused about how Triple H's removal from the board of directors affects his current position as the chief content officer and head of creative. Well, as of this point, reports claim that Triple H will allegedly stay in power as the head of creative following the merger. Some reports are even claiming that it's a good thing Triple H will no longer be on the board of directors, because he'll no longer have to worry about the business side of things and can solely focus on the creative side of things with nothing else getting in his way. So be on the lookout for big merger news as September quickly approaches. Speaking of big rumored returns, there's another name that's floating around reports lately, and that's Nia Jax. Nia was a superstar that saw a lot of success both on the NXT level and the main roster of WWE. She captured multiple titles and was always presented as a massive threat to whoever she was in the ring with. Her run with WWE came to an end a few years back when she was released during one of WWE's big waves of cutting talent. But Nia Jax did make a special one-off appearance earlier in the year during the Women's Royal Rumble match, giving the indication that there was no tension between the company and herself. And now it's being reported that Nia Jax is allegedly heading back to WWE. Nia revealed herself in a recent interview with Sportskeeda that she is in fact training in both Devon Dudley's ring and Natalya's ring. But she refused to comment on the WWE return rumors. Someone that Nia did spend a lot of time talking about was Rhea Ripley. Nia said that she enjoys watching Rhea and how she has such a long list of talents, and how she loves to watch Rhea have her standoffs with male talent. Nia Jax admitted that Rhea Ripley was on the rise and was doing great, but joked about how Rhea may need to be knocked down a couple of pegs. A lot of fans keep saying that they want to see Rhea Ripley have some more great high-profile title defenses, and this could be one of those matches right there. Rhea Ripley can further establish her rise by defeating Nia Jax, a former world champion, a dominant force that's fresh off a return. And there is some history there as well. They have faced off with each other in the past, with Rhea even busting Nia's eye open. So if we were to see the two of them go at it again in the future, they do have some history to play off there between them. But for the time being, Rhea Ripley's next challenger will be Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel and Rhea's story has been developing for a few weeks now, and has been solely focused around Rhea Ripley taking both Raquel and Liv Morgan out of action for an extended amount of time. But Raquel has returned and has been trying to get revenge on Rhea by surprising her with some attacks over the last few weeks. So we'll see where that feud goes to next, and if Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez will make it to the Payback card. Rhea hasn't defended her title on a premium live event since May. Plus, her current feud with Raquel really does fit the Payback theme perfectly. Raquel is trying to get payback for Rhea Ripley being the reason why her and Liv lost the tag team titles, and also getting payback for Liv Morgan, who was taken out of action by Rhea Ripley. So that should continue to be a great feud and story. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.